Yeah, what's up, guys? Alright, so this video is basically going to be about the trading journal that I just created. Alright, to get this trading journal, you got to join the Discord, and it will be under the freebie section. But if let's say you already downloaded it from the Discord, then this is going to be like a walkthrough for you how to use this trading journal. Alright, so this trading journal fully automatic. All you have to do is just input something. So let's go one by one. Alright, so the first page that we have, the first sheets, right, that we have is the dashboard. So you don't have to type in anything here, all right. Secondly, we have the configuration. Configuration basically is what are the pairs and all that. It's just to configure. So do not mess anything with this. If not, your whole trading journal wouldn't work. All right. And yeah, so if you create any other pairs than the ones over here, you can actually add in and see what you can do with that. All right, but other than that, do not erase, do not do anything with this. All right, this is where the main things come into play. Right, trading journal, the first column is going to say trade. Right, you don't click anything with that because that is going to be automatic. Date, right, you got to follow the format of writing the dates. All right, so for example, this is March, right? So let's start from 15 March. So it's going to be 1 5 slash, right? It's going to be the forward slash, right? And then you got to put the month, right? 03 and then slash and then 2026, right? You got to follow that format, right? Day, month, and year. All right. So it's the same thing. So once you click that and you click the next box, right, the number 1 is going to pop out automatically. Same thing. So let's say 16, right, slash 03 slash 2026. It's going to go number 2. So let's say 17 slash 03 slash 2026. It's going to go to number 3. It's just going to automatically put the number of trades, right? So for the pairs, right, all you have to do is click the drop down menu, right? So in this case, right, as I said, if you want to edit something, you want to add something more, right, do not click the configuration button and then configure that, right? Just on your trading journal, when you click the drop down, there will be a pen tool there. Just click on that and then you will be able to add it on the right side. All right, so if your pair is already there, right, just click on it. So for example, let's say we're going to use MNQ, right? So we trade MNQ today, right? Which session did you trade? Click on the drop down, choose the session, right? If let's say you trade New York PM, right, or New York AM, same thing, you can edit the thing there. All right, next, the result. Let's say we won for the day. This is automatically going to turn to green. All right, so the next one is this, right? If you can't see it, you can actually move it out a bit, right, so that you can see it. But it's basically RR planned, right? How much did you plan for? Okay, for example, we planned for 1:2, right? So you're not going to write 1:2, you just write the how much did you plan, right? So we plan for a 2 RR trade, right? It's going to auto populate there. Just type in the number. How much did you achieve? Let's say we achieved 3 RR instead, right? So just type in 3. All right, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to keep it as 2. All right, so before balance, so this RR, right, at the end of the day, is going to calculate from your starting balance, right? So you could trade like maybe $250, but it's only going to calculate from, let's say your starting balance was 50k, right? It's going to calculate 1% from the 50k. So that's actually, it doesn't matter, but it's just for you to know this, right? So let's say after the balance, right, you had let's say you raised 250, right, and you had $500, right? 1:2, right? So it's gonna say, oh, you made 1%, but it's actually based off the first initial balance, right? So this actually does not matter that much, but when it goes over to your from your starting balance to how much you made at the end of the month, that is where you'll know that, okay, I made more than this amount, right? So yeah, that's how it helps. So your notes is going to be anything like all criterias met, like blah blah blah. You can write any notes there, then it's just going to close back into it. So when you click on it, it's going to like elongate and show what was your notes. But not to worry, we have another section for that. So you just type in anything you want. All right, let's just say type in too much of things. All right, so it's just going to go there. All right, before trade image. So what I want you guys to do, right, maybe you can keep this as an habit, right? Let's say this is your chart. At the top right, you'll see a camera button on the trading view chart. Click on it and click copy link. All right, once you click copy link, just go back here and click Control V. So this would be before your trade, or maybe when your trade sets up. That's totally up to you, right? And then this would be after the trade. All right, simple as that. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna just fill up a few, right? Let's say MNQ again, New York session, but this time we had a break even, right? We aimed to 2, but our RR we had break even, or maybe we had partials, right? So you just gotta put 0. All right, just put 0. But over here you fill it up accordingly, right? So this was the initial balance, but we took partial, so we had let's say $100, right? We made $100. So it's gonna auto calculate for you here. Same thing, before, after, and all that. I'm not gonna fill in that much over here. All right, same thing on the 17 MNQ New York. Let's say we had a loss. This is gonna turn red automatically, right? And let's say we aim a 2 RR, but we made 0 profits, and then we we didn't hit our target, so it's 0 RR. Our initial balance was 50,600, and we lost till, let's say, 50,450. All right, let's say we lost 0.3%. Is that right? Yeah, is that right? All right, cool. So same thing, right? Just gonna put your notes, let's say okay, whatever, right? Now the next thing that I want to go through, right? Once you fill this up, it automatically, when you click the calendar at the bottom part, it's gonna fill up. On the 15th we made 500, on the 16th we made 100, on the 17th we actually lost 150. It's gonna fill it up accordingly, right? So you don't have to actually do anything else. The only place that you have to type in is on the trading journal, right? And then calendar, and the next section that we're gonna go through, right? Oh, sorry, another thing is the more you type in here, right, it's gonna go to the next month and all that, right? So when you go to the next month, at the top here, right, you will have a menu to actually go through another month and all that, right? But if you do something wrong, this thing would not work out. So be careful of what you configure and all that inside this Google Sheets, right? Okay, cool. So let's go to the next portion, which is the photos and notes, right? Photos and notes, same thing. It's gonna auto populate, right? It's gonna show you on this date you traded this on New York and you won 500. Everything is going to be auto populated as long as you write the trading journal correctly, right? Your notes are going to be here, but your before and after, right, this is not going to be auto put in for you. So keep it a habit every day after you trade. Come back to photo and notes and just paste in the link, because I tried putting in the photos but Excel doesn't let me fit it in, so it's gonna be hard. So just put it in, right? It will be better to put in the link so that you can actually just click on it and it'll open it up for you. All right, the next portion we're going to talk about is the pair performance, right? Pair performance is basically every pair that you trade is going to give you an analytics, right? Like MNQ, you traded 3 times, you had 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 break even. The win rate of your strategy is 33.3%. Your total net profit and loss up till now is like 450. You made your average win rate is like 2, right? Everything is calculated there. Session performance, let's say you trade here, right? Same thing, it's going to show you where did you get the most wins, like Asia, London, or New York, and then it's going to show you every analytics here. So this is one of the basics, right? Basic trading journal, but it's gonna be auto calculating a lot of things for you guys, and I hope that you guys find value in this, right? So this is out there for you guys for free, as long as you're a member of the trading Discord channel, Let's Go Traders, right? As long as you're there, it's gonna be free, and yeah, feel free. And also, right, once you download this, make a copy, right? Make a copy, then edit on it, because at least you have another copy that's empty. If you screw up anything in that copy, right, you can always make another copy from the main file, right? So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.